salam, and good evening to you, worthy friends. On this crisp Tuesday night here in the United States, I am one of the co-hosts of the Around the Rose podcast, Mr. Ryan Peterson here, alongside the other handsome gentleman right here, Mr. Costa, all the way up in beautiful Canada. Canada. Costa, how you doing this evening?
I'm doing all right. How are you, boss? How are you?
Yeah, living a dream, man. Christmas is right around the corner. Still cannot believe it's like here already.
I know. It feels like this entire year flew by like it's nothing, man. Jesus.
Oh, I couldn't agree more. Speaking of the year, tonight is our final show of 2022. So we got tons to talk about, tons of surprises, tons of announcements, but
Yeah.
let's kick into the one topic that's been brewing the last week.
All right.
In the world of WWE.
Okay.
So, for those that, were living under a rock for the last week,
Yep.
last week on NXT, Roxanne Perez, who won the Iron Survival Challenge at Deadline, was going to challenge, Mandy Rose for the NXT Women's Championship.
Yep.
I think at New Year's Eve. Mandy Rose comes in, beats her up. Then Roxanne Perez says, "Let's put that title on the line tonight if you can." So Mandy accepted. They both fought it out. Roxanne is the new women's champion. Yay!
Whoa! Who's that? Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Okay. So before I was rudely interrupted by the solar eclipse over here.
Uh-huh.
And hello, salam to you, Mr. Basinger. How you doing tonight, buddy? So, Roxanne Perez is the new NXT Women's Champion, but then the following day, the biggest shocker of all,
Yeah.
Mandy Rose was released from WWE.
Yeah.
Because apparently they were not too keen about her posting, let's just say, pictures that turns boys into men on the side.
Yeah.
So here's the $1 million question based off everything that's going on. Actually, before I get to that $1 million question, there was a report that came out today that since she left or was not released, her site made over $500,000.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So my question to you two gentlemen, or gentlemen, and yeah, is there a double entendre in WWE when it comes to certain criteria aspects?
You know what? I'll start off by saying this. I am. Okay, we all know that there's been a change in terms of the wrestling aspect of this under Triple H. Now, I will tell you this. I am severely disappointed with the WWE. I'm severely disappointed with the WWE because I'll tell you this. They said that third party whatever things platforms are now accepted within the company, but yet they fire Mandy Rose for something like this, which is on her own volition. By the way, she's not violating anything to do with the WWE. It's on her own volition. Yet you have the Usos having a run. Both Jay and his brother have DUIs. No suspension, no nothing. Riddle, same thing. So what is the difference between what happened with Riddle and the Usos to what happened with Mandy Rose? I'll tell you that.
Well, actually, Costa, sorry to correct you on that one.
Yeah.
Riddle, I see where you're getting at, but I think you kind of twisted it up a little bit. I'm just stating my honest opinion.
Yeah.
Mandy Rose does this thing and gets fired.
Yeah.
Riddle got in trouble for a second offense, and he's off TV for the next month and a half, 2 months for rehab.
Yeah.
And then the Usos, do all their shit, and they get skyrocketed to the moon.
Exactly. So.
Yeah.
Whoa. Is that Mr. Clean?
So, real quick on this Mandy Rose incident. Okay?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Problem is, Mandy Rose was showing more than just lingerie or in her underwear.
Yeah. Yes, I know.
Okay? Full-blown view of things.
Oh shit. Okay.
Oh, give me a break.
That was not PG-13.
Ah.
But you
All
can
right.
also have the argument of sitting there saying, okay, well, you have this going on, but the W just went back 20 years of where I'm sorry, not womenizing it. The men have more dominance than the women in the WWE.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
that whole evolution of that Stephanie McMahon did just went out the door.
Exactly.
I hear
That's
what you
my
guys
honest opinion.
I agree with you, Carl.
I hear what you guys are both saying, and I'm in a complete agreement on the fact that WWE does have a double standard right now. But I'm also going to play it from a different perspective. Look at it from a business perspective. Who runs behind the scenes of WWE? It isn't Hunter, it isn't Steph, it isn't Sean, it isn't Road Dogg. It's the shareholders. They're a publicly traded company.
Okay.
If the reports are true that this company is going to get sold to a company like Disney in the next couple of years, they're not going to want to be affiliated with somebody who, and again, I'm not trying to diminish what Mandy did. I'm not trying to say WWE was in the right on what they did. I'm just giving it from another perspective that I feel is just not being talked about that much. And that's, like I said, it's from the business side of things. Because from what I read, supposedly it was Mattel. Because you have to realize something. And Ryan, you can attest to this. A contract when it comes to the wrestling world is not very wordy, but any company you work for, and I've heard wrestlers say this in the past, if you have an agent who turns around to you and says, okay, I want you to go into this match and throw 5 punches, and you throw 6, they can fire you right away. So we don't know also, and this is the other part that people are failing to mention. We don't know for certain if this was WWE releasing her or she was asking for her release.
Nah, I don't think she would ask.
No.
But I'm always I'm always saying ask for her release, being that she's made as much as she's made. Because even before that, there was reports coming out saying she made something like $250,000 a month
off that site.
Off that site, which is much more than what she was ever making down in NXT.
Yeah.
So I don't know if this was something where she turned around and figured, you know what, I'm making more money doing this. The stress is a hell of a lot lighter than being a main roster talent.
Yeah.
But also, the one thing I do have to say about Mandy, I mean, I still think she's a very undervalued and underappreciated wrestler for everything that she did in her short amount of time. Think about it. She got Otis over in probably one of the better storylines that this company has done. I mean, granted, you have the Bloodline storyline going on right now. You have that. She got over younger talent. She got over Roxy Perez. Roxy Perez right now is a star.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She is, yeah.
Look at Toxic Attraction with Gigi and I forgot the other girl's name.
Yeah, I forgot her name too. Sorry. Yeah, but I know.
She got them over. So she got younger talent over.
Exactly.
And I'm also going to say this right now. I don't think this is the last we see Mandy Rose in WWE. I really don't. I think a part of me thinks that what they're going to do is they're going to let the dust settle, offer her a boatload of new money, and she'll come back. If not by the Rumble, figure you'll probably see her after Mania.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll see.
Because WWE's gonna realize they have so much backlash on their hands that they're gonna realize, okay, we fucked up here. And Costa, going back to what you said about, being that you're disappointed in Hunter, this wasn't, so to speak, Hunter.
I know.
This
Go
was
ahead.
Matt Bloom, who got wind of the pictures initially.
Sorry, who was it?
Matt Bloom.
Oh,
Matt Bloom.
Okay.
A-Train.
Yeah.
But then on the flip side, he didn't tell Hunter first. He told Shawn Michaels.
Oh.
And what's Shawn Michaels become in the last couple of years?
Yeah. NXT, but yeah.
No. Not even talking about the NXT stuff.
What?
His views.
Oh, yes. I got
Very
Christian.
Devote to God and all that stuff.
Yep.
Dude, that's been going on for 20 years.
Yeah.
I know.
But my thing is this, though. Like I said before, I don't think this is the last we're going to see Mandy.
I hope not.
And I have another.
Okay,
my other theory is this.
Yeah.
When Toxic Attraction comes up to the main roster,
Yes.
replacing Mandy is going to be Sonya Deville.
Really?
Yeah.
That's what
I can see that.
That's what, because you can keep the storyline going. Because if you remember, they brought Sonya down to NXT. You kind of tease. I mean, Ryan, you actually said on the show to tease, that she's the second in command.
Mhm.
So why not have her take the command role and play it off that till Mandy comes back?
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yes, Carl?
So, real quick, this past weekend, I actually spoke with somebody that basically is known as the Queen of OF, okay? And was telling them how to make it legal and make it where they don't get in trouble with these big companies. So what Mandy did was went beyond what she was advised.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah.
But again.
And Ryan, look at your phone, please.
I did, but I was waiting until John is done talking.
All I'm going to say is this.
Okay.
I completely agree that I think there's a complete double standard in the WWE. Because to me, why do you have the Usos right now having the title run they're having when it seemed like over the summer they were going through 6 or 7 DUIs?
Yeah, exactly. That was exactly my point. Yeah.
But Casa, you have to remember one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Who are the Usos related to?
Yeah, Roman Reigns and yeah.
Case done, finish.
Yeah,
But Ryan, what was the thing from Carl?
So it's two things actually.
Okay.
You guys can still hear me, right?
Yes,
yeah.
Okay. So first of all, involves WWE Hall of Famer Hacksaw Jim Duggan,
Okay.
who just this past weekend had his South Carolina home broken into. Actually, on December 8th, his South Carolina home was broken into at around 6:45 p.m. after a man in his mid-20s pounded on the door before he came in, and Duggan tackled him to the ground. Here's the other thing. Duggan held the intruder at gunpoint after detaining him and did not press charges. The intruder claimed that people from a nearby home were coming after him to kill him.
Ooh.
Sounds like a lovely fella.
And then, which obviously he's out of the clear. And then, first of all, was there anything else besides anything else on Mandy Rose, or are we going to go on to what transpired this weekend?
Well, that's what I was going to get to right now. But what was the other thing that Carl wanted to bring up?
Well, it was about this weekend, actually. So, this past weekend was Icons of Wrestling.
Yeah.
And also later on that night, Battleground Championship Wrestling was presenting an event called A Tribute to the Arena. Originally scheduled was supposed to be a reunited team of Bully Ray and Devon. However, PWInsider.com reports that WWE pulled Devon Dudley from the event The report noted that the promotion side stated they received a legal letter from WWE this past Thursday, upset about BCW promoting a quote-unquote tribute to the Extreme show, playing off the ECW intellectual property owned by WWE. The promotion claimed that Devon reached out to Triple H to get the decision reversed, which was unsuccessful. And also, little spoiler, BCW intends to make Tribute to the Extreme an annual event every December.
Oh. Wow.
Yes, folks, let's get into that quickly before our guest joins us
Yes.
in about 20 minutes or so. But, folks, myself, Carl, and Ryan were all down in Philadelphia on Saturday for Icons of Wrestling. First time for me being in Philly. And I'm going to say this right now. Walking into that building, I had chills. Because the fact that we were walking into the same building that saw freaking Sandman get crucified was in that building.
Yeah.
But not even that. Look at how many wrestlers. Guys like Jerry Lynn, Lance Storm, Bully Ray, Devon Dudley, Raven, Tommy Dreamer, Sabu. All of them came through those doors.
Wow.
And all but one were there on Saturday.
Yeah. And that whole... And yes, folks, we took the famous picture in front of the mural.
Yeah.
Well, especially, I mean, hold on, Ryan, should I tell this the story with that?
Go ahead.
We're in the now, folks. If you've ever been to the
Please
East
do.
Arena, you know the mural is in the men's bathroom.
Yeah.
So we go to take the picture, and mind you, it's three of us, and we didn't have a fourth person. So there's a guy who went to go use the restroom, and we asked him about taking the picture, and he goes, yeah, I'm a little concerned right now. Three guys are cornering me in the men's bathroom at the ECW. But it was just that whole moment. And actually, if you bear with me for 1 second, I'm actually going to find the picture, the infamous picture from that, because hold on, just give me un momento, por favor. Because there was one part of that picture that was kind of funny, because we actually signed the wall.
Oh.
And I'm not showing the other one, Brian. Right there.
God damn it!
You want me to go to the other one?
No.
No.
But yeah, we all signed it. Ryan and Carl both signed there, so our network was here. But I will say this much: standing and where we were standing was where the ring was for Battleground.
Yeah.
It was just, I was looking around and I'm like, if you're a pro wrestling fan in the Northeast, that's one place you have to go to. The ECW Arena at some point.
True.
Just for all the history that was in that building.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I was lucky enough to meet Dennis Condrey that day. Thanks, of course, to Ryan. I was going to get there.
Were you, John?
Yes, I was. But, no, just that whole day, it blows me away that it's like, most of the time I can barely get up and out of bed early enough.
Yeah.
But that day I was up. We were out of Carl's house by 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
I was up at like 4:30 in the morning. I didn't go to bed that night till 11 o'clock at night.
Oh.
But like I said, most of the time, if I'm up that early, usually I crash or usually I take a nap. I didn't take a nap at all that day.
But there was a lot of excitement going on. Not only do we have Dennis Condrey by us, but you forgot.
Well,
Yeah, thanks, Carl. But you forgot to mention who else we had with us.
well, I was going to let you tell that part.
Why, thank you. Considering I was one of the vendors. So, not only did we have Dennis Condrey, we also had the Rock and Roll Express.
Nice.
We also had Gene Snitsky,
Okay.
La Güera Loca, Taya Valkyrie,
Oh, nice.
and two members of some faction called Bullet Club, Chris Bay and Ace Austin.
Oh, I would give it.
Yeah.
I would give my
You
arm.
can say it. You can say it, Coffee. You can say, "Oh shit."
Oh shit.
There you go.
I would give my arm and my leg to be there, man. Holy shit. Jesus Christ. All right.
And at one point, Chris Bay turns around and goes, "Do they sell Gatorade here?" I'm like, "Give me a second, I'll be back."
Oh no,
What?
the best one. The best one was when I was taking Taya and Chris to the venue. Mind you, this was around like 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning, and they wanted coffee. And right by our hotel was a wonderful little place called Wawa.
Okay.
So I told Chris Bay about it, and Chris Bay, I swear to God, jolted up like a fucking Jack in the Box, going, "Wawa? You know, Wawa sounds really good right now. Anybody want to go for Wawa? I think Wawa will be great right now. I think Wawa will be fantastic right now."
Hold on, Ryan, isn't he from that Philly area?
No, he lives in Vegas.
No, but where he was born.
No, that's Ace.
Oh, that
Ace
was
Austin, not Ace. He bolted up because him and Chris just got back from Japan 2 days prior after being in the massive Super Junior tag tournament.
Oh.
Yeah, it was.
But there was a lot of excitement going on. There was a lot of excitement in the building. Next to us, we had Harvey Whippleman. Scattered all around, there was a bunch of people. There was a Blue Meanie dressed up as Santa Claus, which was fucking hilarious. Great guy, by the way.
Okay.
Also,
Ryan, I'll tell you up for a second. Chris Bay was
Yes?
actually grew up in Alexandria, Virginia.
oh, okay. But now he lives in Vegas, I think.
Yeah.
So anyway, we had them. We had Matt Cardona, Brian Myers. Brian Myers brought his daughter Mackenzie as well to sign autographs, which was fucking fantastic. We also had we also had Willow Nightingale from AEW there signing autographs. You had Orange Cassidy, Rob Van Dam, Jerry Lynn, Lance Storm, Sabu, Bill Alfonso, Raven, Heath Slater,
Wow.
Shaw Guerrero, her mother Vicky Guerrero,
Huh.
and the list goes on and on and on and on. Yes, Carl, I see your ugly mug on the screen. What do you want?
What?
Joe,
This is why AOL went out of business.
We can't hear you, boss.
The look Carl makes after he just took a massive dump eating Taco Bell.
so what was there? Also,
Taco Bell?
Enzo was there.
Oh,
Yes, Enzo. I didn't recognize him at first because he shaved the beard. I didn't recognize him at first. He shaved the beard. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was so much excitement going on that day. Cannot wait to go back in March 18th.
Nice.
And Medusa was there.
Yeah.
I got to meet her, and she was a lovely person. I mean, that's serious. She was absolutely amazing to talk to. We were talking for a little bit about her match at Evolution.
Oh, wow, okay.
Nice.
And what's funny is that she didn't know she was going to be in the match until 24 hours prior.
Oh, jeez.
Really?
But I still think the biggest thing for me that day was the few people who were silent, who actually knew of the Around the Ropes podcast show.
Okay.
Bully Ray.
Yep.
Yes.
Knew exactly who we were.
Yes.
And again, thanks to Ryan Peterson, Matt Cardona and Brian Myers both knew exactly who we were.
Yep.
Thank you, Ryan. Matt Cardona is a good look. Like
He's a good guy. He may act like an asshole in front of the camera, but behind the scenes, and John saw it firsthand, he was a nice guy.
Oh, yeah, he's very nice, very down to earth. The funny part with that, they actually opened up the Battleground show
Yeah.
I wasn't fanboying that much.
Yeah, you were. I know you, and I wasn't even.
Yeah, I can tell. I can tell you were hiding a little bit, especially in the bathroom when you were trying to lure the guy into the corner, going, "Hey, hey, you want to come help us out in the corner? Yeah, hey, want to be extreme? Want to be extreme, buddy?"
I wasn't that bad.
Extreme.
I behaved.
Actually, you know what? No, Carl. I actually will commend him. He actually did behave.
Hold on. If you're forgetting, I think Ryan, you had walked off for something, and Carl had walked off for something, and me and the other guy, I forgot his name.
Dave?
No, was it Dave? The guy whose brother used to wrestle for ECW.
Yeah, Dave.
Yeah, him and I were running the Ace Austin table for a good 10 minutes.
Well, I'm sorry if I needed a fucking break and say hello to people in the wrestling industry that I know.
Right. It's okay. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it was a humongous thing when all of a sudden as soon as you two left, all of a sudden Ace Austin and Chris Bay had a line.
Well, yeah, because I was telling people, hey, we got Chris Bay and Ace Austin. Some of them were like, wait, what? Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Nope. A lot of people didn't know they were there.
Yeah. But by the way, speaking about Chris Bay, I was just looking up on his Wikipedia. Do you know he was in WWE?
Really?
Really?
He made his WWE debut on October 11th, 2019 on an episode of 205 Live where he lost to Arya Daivari.
Oh, 205 Live. Oh. Oh, that's different.
In other words, they were in the area. They needed a local talent.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Exactly.
But no, it's just that whole day though was absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
That whole experience that day. Again, no one who walked through those doors in that venue, I was like, and yes, I think the only part I will say that I fanboyed a little bit, Ryan, there was one part that I will say I did fanboy. When I was walking around with you, and it seemed like you knew everybody.
Oh, yeah.
And at one point, I'm sitting there going, how do you, how?
Because I'm not a schemer.
He knows how to what do you call it? Network.
Yeah, but Casa, even somebody like somehow Bill Alfonso remembers me.
Wow. Okay. That's interesting. Well, did you say
I don't know how.
Did you say Bill Alfonso?
Yeah.
Or Will?
Yeah.
Bill.
Oh.
Oh, Gangrel was there. Gangrel was there too. I forgot about him.
Gangrel was there.
Oh, nice.
You also remember it. I also have to forget the widow of Balls Mahoney.
Uh-huh. Yep.
I mean, you talk about ECW legends. Balls Mahoney is in that list of ECW legends.
Oh, Jazz was there too. I forgot about her.
Yes.
Oh, nice. I remember Jazz. Nice.
Yeah. Carl, they try to forget about you, but then they accidentally hit on a bug or something.
Moving on.
Yes.
So, one thing I will say about the arena though, and I might get chastised for this.
Yes.
As long as John fucking pays attention to me instead of looking at adult sites.
I'm actually doing show stuff, but okay.
Sure, that's what they all say. I thought the building would be bigger.
I'm in agreement on that. I was very surprised when because that place does not hold that many people.
No, unless somehow with the tables out of the way they bring in a lot of shit. I don't know.
Let me take a look. Give me a second.
How many people does it hold though?
John's gonna find out right now.
I'm gonna take a look right now.
Okay.
Because I'm surprised if that place holds.
Hey, Billy.
Yes, Billy. Billy goes, "Hey guys, that arena does feel magical, doesn't it?" Absolutely.
Yeah.
You
John,
really-
John, we can read.
I'm reading. Shut up.
But again, folks, it was an awesome day, and they're going back there March 18th and doing another show that night, which actually just announced. Battleground Championship Wrestling will be crowning their debut champion
Yes, they will. Okay.
on March.
That's right. Okay, Ryan, how many people do you think that place holds?
At least 700,
More.
1,000.
According to Wikipedia, it holds 1,300.
Really?
How?
The only thing I'm thinking, if you take away all the tables,
You're right.
Yeah. Probably.
That makes sense.
Because if you remember where we were standing, we were right by
The screen, and the screens were right above us.
Yeah, that part was cool.
No, what I think was even cooler, you look along the walls and you see the banners.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The Arena Hall of Fame.
the one that got me was when Road Warriors got inducted. I think
Yep,
2 years ago they got inducted.
I think so. It was. I know it was recent. I know that.
Yeah, but even that one, I was like,
What?
That one, I was
Yes.
Last
Carl.
year.
Oh, it was last year.
Oh, last year.
okay.
It was last year.
I know it was recent. I know it was recent.
Because I remember.
Oh yeah, because RVD was this year, which actually he was there too, and RVD was inducted this year.
Oh, nice.
Yes. Yes. I did you
But also
hear,
too,
by
if
the
you guys
way-
remembered when they went, the Warlords went in.
What?
Last year's was a big, huge thing. When they had that Hall of Fame last year, it was all over busted open about that.
Yeah. Because that
Oh.
was Dave and Bully who did the inductions for them.
Oh.
But I heard a lot of people were complaining about the show afterwards on Fight TV
Really?
Why?
Why?
that some of the pictures, some of the video quality looked blurry.
Oh,
The sound quality sounded bad.
Oh, man.
But the funny part is, I'm actually going to pull up quickly the card for the Battleground show, since we do have some time before our guest joins us. But I will say this much, I was very surprised with who they had open the card. Because it was not one that you would think of to open the card with how much of a storyline they had in it. Just give me 1 second here. I have to just pull up Tribute to the Extreme. There we go. Okay. And here we go. BCW results. Here we go. If this thing would ever load in, that would be great. Come on. Come on. You're almost there. You're almost there. Okay, good. Oh, jeez. Okay. They had, let's just run through the matches here quickly. Todd Gordon took on Bill Alfonso.
Okay.
huh?
Yeah,
What the hell? What?
I'm reading it right now.
Oh, Jesus, Mary, and Christ. Jesus, Mary, and Joseph.
Todd Gordon won.
Shocker.
And a singles match, Frankie Street Tough.
Who?
This must have been like the pre-show stuff. Took on the Philadelphia Playboy. And that one was declared a no contest due to interference from 911 and the Big Vin.
Oh, God.
Gangrel defeated Al Snow.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Okay.
We had the Pitbull Revolution, which was Pitbull, Gary Wolf, Craig Steele, and Trax with Angel Orsini and Jazz taking on the Triple Threat, which was Shane Douglas, Ray Jazz, and Wrecking Ball Ligursky with Francine in the corner.
Yes.
Pitbull Revolution went over.
Yep.
Then you had a tag team match, which saw the New Breed of Extreme, which was Alpha Jr. and the Beastman. Yes,
Yep.
there's actually a wrestler called the Beastman.
Yep.
Took on the team of the Full-Blooded Italians, which is Little Guido and Luigi Primo, with Tommy Rich in their corner. The New Breed won that match.
Okay.
May I continue with the card? Because some of the names here you probably won't even get.
Yeah, go right ahead.
So, thank you. In a fatal 4-way match, you had Brew Killer, Dynamite Danny Miles, Vinnie Mac, not Vince McMahon, another guy named Vinnie Mac, and Facade in a fatal 4-way match, which Facade was victorious. And then in a battle of old school, okay, what was the one thing that in ECW besides the extreme stuff? What was the biggest thing that Paul Heyman always did?
The Luchador stuff.
Exactly. And boy, did we have a Luchador rematch years in the making as Super Crazy took on Juventud Guerrera.
Wow.
Which Super Crazy won?
Wow. Hoovy was actually
And then,
funny story.
and then
Sorry. Can I say something? So,
yeah, go ahead.
So Hoovy was actually my favorite cruiserweight growing up. So yeah, that's interesting to see that he's still going at it. That's good.
Still looks great, by the way, too.
Yeah.
And then in another matchup, Rich Swann took on Too Cold Scorpio, and Too Cold Scorpio was victorious. They won 20 minutes.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah. And then a battle of old school ECW. Rhino taking on RVD, Rob Van Dam, and
wow.
Rob Van Dam was victorious.
Nice.
But then, the biggest match of all, the one that really kicked shit off with a bang, the most highly anticipated matchup, quite frankly, in Battleground Championship Wrestling history. Myself and John Blaine. No, I'm just kidding.
We all
No.
know
Yeah. So these two have been going at it on Twitter for the last, I'd say a few months or so.
Yeah.
And don't worry, I'm dying, folks. Don't worry. No, I'm just kidding. How about Always Ready Matt Cardona
Okay.
taking on Bully Ray?
Oh wow.
Now, before they started off, boy, did Matt Cardona almost cause a riot.
What?
So you see him coming out in a Ric Flair style robe, woo, while holding the Internet Championship title. I would pay to see John and Ryan. Yeah.
Yeah. So would I.
Tim Embler, book it. But anyway, he's coming up on the road. Woo! I'm the Internet. I'm the Deathmatch King. I'm the Deathmatch King. You know, the normal shit that he always does. And all of a sudden, he opens up his robe, and there's another title belt.
Yeah.
It's the WWECW title, the black and silver one.
Oh wow.
Saying that belt is far more superior than the original ECW title.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And from what I saw, there's a bunch of crazy shit going on, including the referee doing the what's that headbutt.
Well, you're forgetting one other part from that show. Tim Ebler came out to announce the show in March. You know how they're doing a tournament to crown the first champion.
Yes.
Would you like to hear who's going to be in this tournament?
Go ahead.
Why, certainly.
This event will feature in this tournament John Morrison or John, whatever his name will be at that show.
John Battleground. I don't know.
Tony Nese. Samurai Del Sol, which I think is Kalisto.
Samurai. It's Samurai Del Sol.
Which I think, like I said, I think is Kalisto.
Yes, it is.
Davey Boy Smith Jr. Davey Boy Smith Jr.
Oh, wow.
Billy Ray. Matt
Oh, God.
Cardona.
Jesus
Brian
Christ.
Kendrick. And a mystery entrant.
Oh shit!
And that night we'll also see a legendary tag team make a return to in-ring action. The team of Brian Knobbs and Jerry Sags, also known as the Nasty.
The Nasty Boys. Wow.
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 There was one part, by the way, in the Bully Ray match that I want to get to quickly before our guest joins us, where he's outside of the ring, and he goes to Irish whip Matt Cardona into a woman who's sitting in the front row. Ron, I don't know if you saw this on Twitter. Matt Cardona landed right into her boobs.
Oh, yeah, I did see that.
So they were joking about it on the show, and Bully Ray goes, "Son of a bitch. What I should have done was I should have done, if they're in the ring and they take the opponent's head and they go into the ring pose like this."
Yes.
Yeah.
He should have done that at that point.
Oh man. Oh man.
I knew where you were going with it, too. I just like,
Hey, guys, it's our last show of the year. We got to have fun.
Oh, John, you naughty little monkey. Speaking of little monkeys.
And Ryan knows.
Oh.
Ryan, you know her.
Oh, you know her, Ryan. You know her, the lady.
You know who it is.
I missed like half of the fucking thing, right, man?
No. You know who the lady is that he did that happened.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
We should have introduced her to John.
Yeah.
Folks, one thing I wish for in 2023 is for Carl Roberts to have better internet.
Yeah, please. That is essential. That is essential. Yes. You guys
And stop using the 100 free hour CDs that were provided by AOL back in the 90s.
Yeah. You mean the ones that were still connected to a phone line so they can give you extra charges all the time?
No, Costa, the one that was the CD. You had to stick it in the CD-ROM.
Yeah. I had those. Yeah.
So did I.
I had those.
Carl sitting there going, 1,327 reasons to kill John.
No, more like, I'm going to kill you, John. Wait until we get off the air. Oh no.
No, he was letting me know that one of the guys are here right now.
Oh, okay.
So why don't we do this, Costa?
Yes, sir.
Go take a break for a few minutes, because not that we don't want you on.
Yeah, no worries. I know what you mean. I have to have somebody put me in the back, though. I don't have any control over this.
Oh, Mr. Producer.
Yeah.
Carl?
Or do I have control over it?
Actually, you know what? How about this, folks?
Oh.
How about this? How about we take a quick little commercial break?
Yes, let's do that. Guys, it's the Long Island edition right now. Actually,
I gotta do it right.
Guys,
Hey guys, this is Carl from the ATR Network, also the producer of the Around Rose podcast, and I'm proud to introduce to you one of our good partners, Moonstar Smoke, right here in Animal Park, New Jersey. There's their phone number, their fax number. Guys, if you're a vape smoker like I am, they have everything you need Also, too, if you're a hookah smoker, they have all your needs for that. Check them out. They're a mom and pop store. Sweetest people in the world, and you want to check them out. But also, too, you want to stay tuned to see more advertisements coming from them.
And we are back right now. And it's John. I'm, here with Ryan. And we have one half of our announcement here.
Yeah, I don't know where Chris Rex is. He's the one that told me 8:45, and I don't know where he at. But what's up, guys? John, Ryan, how you guys doing?
What's up, John?
Oh, there he
Hey,
goes.
look who it is.
I'm sorry, I got a fucking job at fucking night. Thank you. Thank you.
I thought you was at work today. I was wondering how we were doing this.
All right, I don't have
Carefully.
long to do this. I'm sorry if I'm pissed off. I don't have fucking long to do this. So we got to make this announcement, and I got to fucking log off before they start fucking complaining.
I could carry on. I could carry on.
Because I'm sorry, this ain't worth losing my job over.
Oh, no, absolutely.
You're good.
So, Chris, why don't we do this? Why don't you make the announcement now, and we'll go from there.
Yep.
All right. So starting the new year, January 1st, 2023, the ATR Network and the Four Corners Network will be joining together in a cross-promotional partnership, which will see the Four Corner Network shows appearing on the ATR Network and ATR Network shows being broadcasted on the Four Corners Network. Not only that, this is going to create new opportunities for more shows to generate a better following for each brand and to hopefully generate revenue for each brand.
I'm looking forward to it. I've been spoke about this since we spoke about this initially, but Chris, I don't want to get you fired, so
I can't really hear you guys right now.
Oh, no, I was going to say, I don't want to get you fired, so if you want to hop off, you can.
Yeah, I got this handled.
All right, yeah, I'll let John Punk take over from here, but looking forward to working with you guys. And like I said, January 1st starts the new year and the new era for ATR Network and the Four Corners Network.
Absolutely. All right,
Let's go.
Chris, have fun at work.
You too, man.
Yep,
You
right.
guys take care with the podcast, and I wish you guys the best of luck
later,
with the rest
brother.
of your announcements.
All righty.
You gotta say, I love Around the Ropes because what's in between all the ropes? All right, you got the Four Corners.
Yeah.
So you got the Around the Ropes network and you got the Four Corners network. I kind of like how our names do mix well together.
Yeah, it definitely does. But I know, yeah. But guys, like I said, if you missed the announcement, because I know Chris had to hop off because he was at work. Actually, it's the first of a couple surprises we have for you guys tonight. Because, of course, guys, it's our last show of the year, and we have to go out in a bang because that's the only way we know how to go out to end the year. But Ryan, do you have any questions for John?
First of all, how the hell have you been? It's been a long freaking time.
I haven't seen you face to face since Fighting Spirit Wrestling.
Oh God.
Yeah,
That's going back 6 years.
Last time
6 years.
we were in the same building together. Because ever since Fighting Spirit closed down and me and Rex went on our own, I don't think we've ever worked in a promotion where we were.
No, actually, no. There was another time I worked with you. It was still around the same year, though. Remember the one show in Jersey in front of 3 people?
Yes.
Oh my God! where the locker room only had about 45 people, and there was only 3 fans.
It was me. It was me versus Kris versus Cyclone.
Yep.
Triple threat match.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, where there's 45.
Wow.
There's 45 different 50 wrestlers in the locker room. You had about 10 fatal 4-way. You had 5 fatal 4-way and 5 multi-man matches.
The good
All in front of a whopping 3 people.
Where was this show?
Yep.
God. This was okay. It was a company called EWE.
Oh, you're talking about EWE? No.
Yeah.
I won the cruiserweight time. That was when I was in a 6-man multi-man match.
In the first of multi-man matches.
Yep. I remember.
John, okay, let me break it down for you. This is like their version of WrestleMania per se. when I got to the building, they had 16, 17 matches lined up for this fucking show.
I got a story about that show.
So do I. I got plenty. I helped. Oh yeah, the promoter never showed up.
Yeah. So Dom, the promoter, I was really, really good friends with. All right.
Yeah.
I mean, me and another one of our friends was helping him run the show secretly. Like he was the man, but me and another one was helping me. And I don't know if you guys remember Vincent Cade.
Yeah, I remember Cade.
That's another one of my close friends still to this day. But me and him was the ones helping Dominic run the show. All right. And then he couldn't get from Arizona to New York. So, that's when things, changed and all, where we were running the show. It was a crazy situation. But that show, after I competed, changed out of my gear, all right, let me tell you, I sweat like you wouldn't believe. All right. So now my gear's all back in my gear bag. I'm, concentrating on the show and getting things going. After the show, my gear bag is much lighter than normal. I open my gear bag and my wrestling, sweaty, nasty shoes are gone.
I remember that.
You remember that? I was flipping out after the show, going crazy. Of all the things of mine you steal the one thing I wouldn't even steal for myself. My wrestling, sweaty, wet, disgusting shoes after a match was stolen out of my bag.
That would seem weird to me. It's like you have the opportunity to do anything you want, and the one thing you're going to take is the guy's okay.
And but again, after I wrestle, you want to stay away from my feet until after I take a shot. Those shoes were disgusting.
John,
oh man,
my shoe job is in the retail world, and they always tell us, oh, you can't stop somebody if they're stealing something. And I have seen people walk out of there, and I'm not kidding you, with like a screw. And I'm like,
my wife worked in retail, like, yeah, that's something.
I'm like, but I sit there and I'm like, are you that in need that you can't pay for something?
Yeah.
And I know a lot of times it happens because people are like that. But like the few times it happens, I sit there and I go, are you that in need of a? Like I laugh because like I've seen people already walk out with like shelf units.
Yeah, it's crazy. That is crazy stuff.
It's to me. It's like you should sit there and be like, oh, I remember years ago. I'll tell the story quickly. My dad and I went to a Home Depot years ago, and it was the one right over in East Meadow that just got knocked out.
Yep.
And the guy I remember chased my dad out, me and my dad out of the store that day, because he thought my dad stole a drill bit. And my dad called corporate and turned around to him and he goes, if I were to steal anything, why do you think I would steal a drill bit? Because there's much more expensive things that you guys have that people would steal more than a drill bit.
Word. That's just insane. My sweaty sneakers gone.
But also to add on to that show, as I stated, John, if you remember, you guys had fucking like 17, 18 matches on the card.
I couldn't believe it.
But with the help of myself and Everett and some guy, I forgot his name.
You're talking right. FX.
I'm not gonna say his name. I'm not gonna say his name. But we knocked it down to 10, maybe 11 matches. Mm-hmm. And also, John Blaine.
Yes.
That whole card change was done a half hour before the show started.
Oh, great. Wow.
Yeah.
Wait, Ryan, was this the one you were telling me about? Because remember you told me a story one time that you actually helped run a show.
That was it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was it.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so
Yeah.
I've heard bits and pieces.
Yeah, that is
Of
it.
this.
That's the show. That is the show.
Yeah.
Or with the way the letters were, I called it EU wrestling.
It's actually funny. Kris actually posted a match today, I think it was, of him versus Sebastian Cage. I think.
Yeah.
And the funny part is, I recognize the ring announcer.
I think that was the one that was in Connecticut. I think we did.
Yeah.
Because
You remember that one, John?
I wasn't there for that show, but
Oh, yeah.
Yep, I remember the when Rex fought Sebastian Cage over there. That was, he was on a high after that match. That was one of his favorite matches at that point.
Oh yeah, those two went at it.
That was like 10 years ago, 12 years ago. Wow, that's
No, not 10. I think it was like maybe like 5 or 6.
5 or 6. Okay, maybe I'm off. Yeah.
But I saw that video and I was like, oh, that's Ryan.
Yep.
I will say
Been in
though,
the business a long time.
I'm getting old. But when I first met John in Fighting Spirit, you used to come out with a flag.
Yes, I started when So when I first came into the Indies, I started in the Snot. You remember the Snot was big.
Oh yes, I do.
So Joel brought me in as flag boy, and I was waving the Snot flag. The giant. It was bigger than all three of us. I mean, this flag was huge.
Oh, and I buried your ass on commentary.
Ringside, with Snot, and I was standing in front of the crowd, blocking their way from watching the match with this giant flag that says Snot on it.
Yeah.
So I was introduced as Flag Boy. The crowd started calling me Fag Boy. It was a great. It was a great.
Good old Brooklyn.
I was over just like that because I was in the Snot. Just like that, and the flag got over. Everything got over. I remember I was a part of the Battle Royal, right?
Oh my God!
I got eliminated early, and then I started waving the flag around the ringside. But what I kept doing is every time Chris Rex would get thrown over the top or Mario Bocaro got thrown over, I would catch them and put them on the apron. So I was staying around the ring and making sure nobody from the Snot got eliminated. That was my whole thing during the thing. And then Chris hit under the ring the most of the match, and I got him out for the end. It was an awesome time. I loved it. And then, when FSW disbanded, me and Chris separated as a tag team, and we just traveled up and down the East Coast just wrestling with each other. Yeah, those were good times. Flag Boy. I missed that. That was so much fun.
I didn't think I would ever hear a promotion draw less than what Ridgefield Park has been drawing lately.
Oh, this one was definitely the worst.
Okay, now let me ask
Sorry,
you.
John.
No. Let me ask you guys this.
No, I'm talking about the other John. I'm not sorry to you.
Oh, yeah, I know you're not. Have you guys ever done an entire show, and there be nobody in the crowd?
No, I can say that EWE show was the smallest crowd I think me and Ryan both been in front of.
Well, I mean, if you count the pandemic studio tapings, then yeah, that was the smallest crowd I ever announced in front of.
Yeah.
So I mean, like I said, Ryan, I've seen you be ring announcer already a couple times, and promotions all the way down in Jersey, with Invictus, and even out here in Long Island with Creative Pro. And I could see, I know you always like to get the crowd energized. I could see you walking into that going, oh, we don't have anybody here today.
That's exactly what happens.
Yeah.
I could just see that you walk out going, let's get the crowd. Oh shit, we have nobody here.
Like, hello everybody. Oh wait, there's nobody here.
Yeah.
Okay,
that was a fun experience, but it was good. You need those experiences.
Hey, are the doors open? They were?
You need those experiences.
Yeah.
You need the good and the bad. You need the whole industry. You can't always have it good. You can't always have it bad. You need a mix of it all.
Was it bad weather that day?
No. It was picture perfect. It was a nice fall October night.
Yep. It wasn't even a bad day out. No, yeah. It was a nice night.
Location sucked.
Yeah. Yeah, deep in the Bronx of New York. Yep.
No,
Yeah.
this wasn't in the no. This wasn't the Bronx.
EWE was in Jersey?
In Wallington, New Jersey.
Damn, man, I don't remember where the hell I was. All these.
I remember that because that building was the. I'm gonna say this because Carl is because Carl is behind the scenes. It was the old Mike Morgan Jr. Arena.
Okay, now I remember. Thank you. Yep, now I remember. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow, that was so long. Those were good times though. Fun experiences.
I always get a kick. I mean, yeah, we've been doing the show now for over a year now, and I always get a kick out of hearing these stories from like indie shows, especially Ryan. If you remember months ago, we had on the referee, Jumbo Ref.
Oh my God, yeah.
And he was telling stories about he went to go do a pin one time and his pants split open.
Yep.
So, John, let me ask you this. In your time in wrestling, have you ever had an embarrassing moment?
Embarrassing? No, I can say my gear never ripped, I never slipped on water and bust my ass. I always remember to stay in gimmick because you see me, part of me and Kris, I would like make kids cry. He would yell at old people and things like that. But me, I love kids. So when I would see me making a kid like actually cry and shit, I would feel so bad, and I have to remember to stay in gimmick, man, because I love to. I take care of kids, So when it would be so funny, like to stay in gimmick, and then I'm saying, go read a damn book. You should be in goddamn bed already. The hell you doing? Like, you at school. And the things I used to say would just come off the top of my head too. It'd be crazy, but nah, I can't say that I was embarrassed ever, And I always had good people around me too, man. Every locker room that I can say I've been in, I've always had, great people in those locker rooms, with the exception of those, bad apples that try to ruin it for everybody.
Yeah.
But I can say throughout my 10 years before I retired, before I stopped, I've met so many great people in this business. And then, you meet those handful of assholes in the business.
Yeah. I'm starting to realize, again, I've been a wrestling fan now, God, since WrestleMania, religiously, since WrestleMania 30. And it's been probably basically since Ryan has come on board with the show, that I'm starting to see more of like the behind the scenes stuff. And I see what you guys are talking about, how there's always a few bad apples, it seems like. But John, one other thing I wanted to get to, I know, like I said, we made the announcement, you guys we're going to be joining forces. For the people who are watching, who may not specifically know, what shows do you guys cover on the Four Corners Network?
So currently, right now we have our Four Corners podcast, which the Four Corners podcast is our news and rumors and everything wrestling related, in that show. Then we also recently just finished doing Tales from the Territory, Vice's Tales of the Territory. We called it Territory Talk, and we covered each episode, and right now we had just when we had first started the network, we was also doing a watch along, where we would watch a pay-per-view or a typers match, like hardcore matches or cruiserweight matches, things like that, and we would have a live watch along. We'll have it playing on the podcast, and we'll do it live. We'll have the comment screen going, and so we had a bunch of different shows that we were doing, and we was doing one show on Tuesday, one show on Thursday. We're gonna bring back the watch along. When we was doing so many, we stopped the watch along for a little while, but we plan on bringing that one back starting in the new year. And since Territory Talk is done on Vice, So that we took that one down now because we have nothing else to cover. But we're talking about a couple of other ideas, kind of shows to bring on. So and then definitely with you guys, we're gonna have all your episodes. Everything that you post is gonna be on. So it's gonna give us something for each day.
Yeah.
So and footage for all the viewers to have to watch. We're gonna have you guys are gonna be live. We're not gonna be live. So we're gonna have all different things for all different types of viewers.
And I think the other thing also, I know we're planning, unfortunately, with the schedule right now with us on Saturdays, because that's when a lot of the pay-per-views are, our schedules get a little tight for Saturdays.
Yeah. When we started doing, whenever there is a Saturday show, we record our podcast right after it. We get on and start recording.
Yeah. No, I mean, the only time we would ever really do that, where we do like a special show, is if it's after one of the bigger pay-per-views. If it's after like the Rumble or Mania or SummerSlam or Survivor Series, something like that. But I'm not going to really pull Ryan and Carl and Costa and go, okay, guys, let's go.
See, that's the difference. Since you're live, it's harder for you guys to just, get on. Since we film and then he edits it and puts it on the next day.
Yeah.
Right after the pay-per-views end, we'll do our podcast together. Kris will take care of the editing and then get it on by Sunday.
Well,
so we have the review, on right after the show was on.
No, and a lot of times, like I said, we were thinking about doing the watch along, coming back, because our last one we did was for Hell in a Cell. Was the last one we did, which actually I remember, if I remember correctly, I think that had over 2,000 views.
Yeah, the watch-alongs, surprisingly, I was surprised too. The watch-alongs did pretty damn good.
Well,
we didn't know how they were going to go. We didn't have expectations of who's actually going to sit here and watch old shows with us. But then we started getting requests of events that people want us to do.
With us,
we have the in your house request, and I forgot which one it is. Kris has it. But we have an in your house request that people want us to do watch-alongs on. And it was insane to get requests on the watch-along. I was like, all right, this is awesome.
Well, what did it for us, and I'll be completely straightforward right now, the reason we got a lot of views was actually because of the guy sitting right there.
Oh, me.
Because what happened was, I had it on my screen, Carl didn't have it on, but Ryan at certain points was able to do commentary. To the point where
awesome.
You close your eyes and you can get the exact picture of what's going on.
That's awesome, though. Right? I would have joined Ryan on the commentary.
especially when that was the night that the weekend that Cody tore his pec.
Yeah, but that was the last one we did. So hopefully schedule Baron, because, like I said, 2023 is going to be a massive year.
Yes.
For us. And folks, like I said, you're not going to want to miss what we have coming up to close out this show tonight. Because you think this announcement's big, you've seen nothing yet. But like I said, I'm not at liberty to say what that is at this time. But John, let's put it that way. But John, my last question for you: what is your moment of 2022 in the wrestling world?
I got it's not an actual moment, but it's Roman Reigns. That's what Roman Reigns is the man in this business right now, and I'm gonna say I was a Roman hater when he first went solo. I hated that he kept the Shield clothes on. I hated the music never really changed. The promos were horrible. I was a Roman hater. But I got to say, the past 2 years, but even this year, the second year of his title reign, has been incredible. It's Roman Reigns. He makes the show. I mean, he's not defending the title all the time, but he's a damn better champion than Brock Lesnar was.
I totally.
All right. I mean, it's he's on a high right now. I love it. I loved all his matches, even the Brock Lesnar matches. He's putting on banger after banger after banger. He is, the head of the table, and he's showing that right now. And rumor has it he might be, hanging it up in a couple of years. So
Yeah.
I'm glad. I'm happy with, he changed my opinion on him.
Oh, yeah. I totally agree with what he's done. I remember at one point there was talks about turning him babyface. And I read a report that said no, he shot it down.
Yeah.
Because you look at, and I'm not saying it's just because of his family heritage, but whenever you see a heel Samoan, it's the top of the top.
But also the baby face thing didn't work out for him.
No.
It didn't work out for him.
No.
Don't go back that route. You already know what happened when you was down that road.
He's so much better as a heel.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, granted, yeah, you have everybody in the arena going like this now.
Yeah, at first, it was questionable how it was going to go. But each week his promos got better. His look got better. You see him. He was what's the word I'm looking for? Fuck. But he was getting into that role more and more. Leukemia aside, everything aside, when he came back, it was just a whole new Roman Reigns. It was different than everything we saw before. And I gotta say, I'm proud of the guy. He came a long way from after the Shield broke up to now. I'm amazed, and I love what he's doing with Sami Zayn.
That's what I was just about to say.
Mm-hmm.
To me, I agree with you about Roman, but to me, Sami Zayn has to be, for me, if we're doing Wrestler of the Year, he has to be in that discussion. How many people do you know can get over the phrase being Usi?
Sami Zayn has been on the top of his game for over 20 years.
Oh, we got John, sorry to interrupt for a second. We do have a comment coming in quickly.
I see it.
From a good friend of the show, Anthony Blackwell. What's up, guys? Anthony, how you doing?
Hey, what's up, Anthony?
Finally can get a chance to catch us live. But, no, John, go ahead with what you were saying.
So, yeah, Sami Zayn, he's been on top of his game since he was in Ring of Honor, 20 years plus. I mean, he hasn't got the recognition that he deserves and the spotlight that he deserves. I feel this could be, that defining moment for him because, when he does get kicked out of the bloodline eventually, I hope this, pushes him to that next part of his career.
Well, I know the conversation's been if you have one person who would make perfect sense to dethrone Roman, it's Sami.
At this point, yeah. At this build of Sami, yeah. But backstage, I think it's supposed to be Cody.
It's going to be, from what I've heard, they're supposedly going to have Roman work both nights of Mania.
Yep. I heard that too already.
That one night is going to be against Cody, and the other night's going to be. And to me, I get the fact you want to do him, and I get the fact you want to do Roman and Cody, and you want to do Rock and Roman. I understand that, but you do not have to have Roman and Rock be for the title. That's a big enough match as it is.
Or don't have him drop both titles. Let him beat the Rock. Let him beat the fucking Rock.
Yeah,
that would be dope to see.
Well, I have a theory that because I know that the plan is to take the belts off of him come 2023.
Yep.
I've actually presented a way they can do it. Where
like it me and Kris like the right storyline, so I would like to hear what you have planned.
Have him drop the WWE Championship at the Rumble.
At the Rumble
to Kevin Owens.
I doubt they're gonna do that. That would be interesting to see.
I think I can see where they're going with this.
Then
because what's the common factor in Kevin Owens and Roman Reigns? Sami.
Yeah. And then you can easily have you don't have to have Roman go back for the title again, and easily set it up. You want to talk about a pop, elimination chamber, have Kevin Owens coming in as your WWE champion, going up against Sami Zayn.
In Montreal, by the way.
And yeah. And that would get an ultra pop. You could then, if you want to still have Roman work both nights of Mania, you could still have him work night one, have him drop the Universal title to Cody. Because then at night two, when it's him versus Rock, that's going to be big enough as it is where a title's not necessary. To me, he defeats Roman. Roman defeats Rock and he retains the title. Okay, great. But if he drops it, and then it's like, okay, well, what's Roman's mindset going to be now? Being that he just dropped the belt that he's held for the last 1,000 days at that point, or not even 1,000 days.
Yeah.
Close to 900 days. Also, what's his mindset going to be? Oh, shit, he has to go up against... It's not like he's going up against some random person on the roster. It's his own bloodline, literally.
Yep.
I don't see why that... I don't see why that isn't... Because like I said, to have that be for the title is pointless. To me, I'd rather get the WWE Championship off of Roman first, so then Monday Night Raw can have a champion.
No, yeah. That's the thing. Raw's been without a champion for too long. Mm-hmm. They've been doing good with the U.S. title situation, but it's still, not good enough.
It's still, but to me, it's only the U.S. It's the U.S. title.
And I felt, and this is something that I've said to people like my wife and Kris, why have Roman have both titles, but he's only defending them against SmackDown wrestlers?
Exactly.
I think he's only defended it once against Kevin Owens at the beginning of his title reign when Kevin Owens was on was still on Raw.
Yeah.
So he's only had one really, Raw rivalry, and that was back at the beginning. Because Brock Lesnar, I really didn't count as a Raw rivalry. Brock Lesnar was just Brock Lesnar. He really didn't have any Raw title matches at all. Anybody from Raw challenging him. So,
yeah, I totally agree. It is something that, it's something that I totally agree. I totally agree on that 100%. But Ryan, do you have any more questions for John?
No, I am good actually.
Yep. Thank you guys for having us on. Can't wait for the new year to kick off.
Hey, we're gonna. Unfortunately, with most people, they usually relax when the new year starts. Nope. Between us and you guys, we're going in 100 miles an hour right off the bat.
Of course,
we're going to calm down a little bit for the next week or so. We got the holidays, but once that new year hits, Kris and I and you guys, we all have a lot of stuff in store.
Oh, absolutely. But John, again, thank you so much for hopping on. And again, folks, if you missed the announcement or you're just joining us right now, the announcement is, announcement one, let me put it that way. Announcement one is that the Four Corners Network and the Around the Ropes podcast will be joining forces, in which you will see our stuff on Four Corners Network, and you'll be seeing the Four Corners Network material on our channel. But again, John, thank you so much. And
thank you.
2023 is going to be a massive year for both of us.
Yes. Can't wait. Looking forward to it, guys.
All right, John, talk to you soon, buddy.
Yeah, I'll be watching the rest of the show.
Appreciate that.
Awesome.
Yep.
So, guys, that was John Rodriguez and Kris Rex, your duo from the Four Corners Network, joining us.
Hi, guys.
Hey, Costa.
Hey, what's up? Hey, welcome back, you dirty Canuck.
Yeah. Thank you.
What'd you think?
Yeah. I'm totally excited for the new partnership we have coming on. I agree with what you guys said about Roman Reigns. I think he's at least gonna lose one of the titles, and it's just gonna be interesting to see how Triple H and everyone go on about it, right? That's the intriguing thing there.
Yep.
Yeah. Yes, I do actually. So since tonight we're making announcements and whatnot, I thought I'd share an announcement of my not my own, but just to share an announcement that all of us will be involved in.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mainly actually 3 out of the 4 of us. Oh my goodness gracious, he's there.
Hey.
Billy.
What's up, guys?
What's up? Actually, Billy, I do apologize. Oh my God, I love the shirt. I love the shirt. It is fabulous.
I had to redo it a little bit, got to cut it up a little, but
It's all good. It's all good. It looks fabulous on here. So anyway. January 7th, 2023. Not myself. John and Carl will be down in Hamburg, Pennsylvania, at the historic Hamburg Fieldhouse, where we are. Well, the Untitled Rose podcast will be taking part in American Excellence Wrestling's debut event. And early in the day, there's a massive fan fest going on. Good friend of the show, as well as myself, Ruda Entertainment / Mr. Robert Saint, are bringing in a couple of big name talents, and these two haven't paired together in a long time. So, sorry about that. I'm just pulling this up. Okay, so on top of all the guests that they have announced, hailing from the islands of Puerto Rico,
Okay.
they are WWF alumni Miguel Perez Jr. and Savio Vega, a.k.a. Los Boricuas.
Oh, wow.
nice.
And also, folks, there is, besides, the individual prices, which you can follow American Excellence Wrestling on their Facebook page, which has all the details, but these two, for the first time in a long time, will be doing a combo with the two of them together. And here's the best thing. For a photo op and a signed autograph of Los Boricuas, $60.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah. That's a steal in my book. So again, January 7th at the legendary Hamburg Fieldhouse, Ruda Entertainment / Robert Saint presents Los Boricuas. But now we go on to our other guest of the evening, right down below me, the lovely Miss. The lovely Miss Billy. Billy, how are you doing this evening?
I'm doing fabulous. I am honored to be on your last show of the year.
Yeah, it's weird to still think that this is the last show we're doing of the year.
I honestly, I can't believe it's December, let alone almost the end of December. So,
yeah,
Please.
it's weird to think that in a couple of weeks this show's gonna hit another plateau and another level that none of us saw coming.
Definitely not.
Awesome.
I'm excited about it, man. I'm excited about it.
Yeah, like I just said before with the previous guest we just had on, we're taking the week off because of Christmas, but also to recharge all of our batteries.
Yeah.
Because we're not going to have a free weekend after Christmas.
Yeah, definitely not, man.
that's not bad news.
No, it's going to keep us busy. I mean, I know in 2 weeks we'll be back down at the Mecca for the shows that they're doing that weekend, and then, like Ryan just said, we will be at Hamburg, PA for that show. But Billy, since we got you on, I'll ask you this first: what is your wrestling moment of the year? Either storyline or match or wrestler?
I mean, it's really hard to pick like one moment.
Yeah.
I mean, the worst thing is the immediate things I think of aren't even matches. I think of Vince McMahon. I think of the fallout from the All Out Brawl Out thing or whatever, like the CM Punk stuff. I think about all the drama, and I think maybe that's why I like wrestling so much in general, is the drama. So that makes sense. But I thought about this today, and I think like my match of the year, and I cannot believe I'm going to say this because everybody's going to fight me, and it's fine. Fine, whatever. I know you guys aren't going to represent women as much as I am, but WrestleMania, Becky Lynch, Bianca Belair, off the charts.
Nice. Yeah,
I agree.
I agree.
There are tons of other matches that I was really, really into this year. FTR Briscoes.
Oh,
Huge.
Which one?
Oh, ooh.
I would go with the third one, the last one. That would just
Yeah, the
Dog
most
collar.
Huh? Yeah.
The dog
Oh, we got
collar,
with the
yeah.
dog collar, yeah. Oh,
And
yes.
speaking of dog collar matches, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention the CM Punk MJF match.
Oh wow!
Oh God, I forgot that happened.
That's because everything else happened, and you forgot about the actual match.
Well, yeah, that's yeah.
Because, like I said, drama.
Actually, Billy,
Yes, sir.
not to cut the conversation short, but we do have one other surprise for tonight. The owner, and this is really going to happen, the owner of NYCW, New York Championship Wrestling, Mr. Jason Stone. Jason, how you doing tonight?
Good, everybody. How's everybody doing? Hi, Billy.
What's up, Jason?
Hi.
Oh, hey, Jason.
Yes.
I'm taking
Uh-oh.
over the podcast real quick. Look what just came in the mail.
Oh my God! It's the
Literally, I just
new.
opened my mail like 10 minutes ago.
Nice. I like
So I'm
it.
rocking the podcast shirt. I got the NYCW shirt. We're good.
Let's roll, baby. That's what I'm saying.
Speaking
They're
about
good.
Jason,
Let's go, guys.
what's going on? I'm glad you could
What's going on?
make it on the show. I know it's our last show of the year, but I'm glad you could finally make it.
I know. I've been so busy with, unfortunately, the trolls. Thank you for your marketing expertise. I appreciate it. Yeah. I you know what? I said I wouldn't bring this up, but I'm going to.
Okay.
Okay.
As to the troll who seemed to come on my on our company webpage on Facebook, I appreciate you doing all your marketing and for me, even though you never were asked or hired to do it. I appreciate it. You can do all the talking you want. You can do all the judging you want. It's nothing's gonna happen. Because the truth lies in the actions of people. And I know who I am, and whoever I work with will know who I am. It's about respecting each other's privacy. There's certain things that those trolls out there, don't really need to know because that's none of your damn business. Because the truth matters is how we are able to do it as our own individuals. So, a warning to those that want to buy out New York Championship Wrestling, who want to take the name over, good luck. Because as of today, we have officially trademarked and LLC'd the company.
Hey.
That's pretty cool, man.
There you go.
So, good luck. Now, that was unfortunately the bad news for those. Here's the good news.
Well, actually, Jason, that's what I was about to get to.
Okay.
I know you had mentioned about something going on up in Massachusetts.
Yes.
Let's go with that one first, and we'll work back towards the big announcement.
Okay. For over the past 3 months, we need to make sure that we had an insurance policy to make sure that if things did go south with New York Championship Wrestling, we had protection in having another promotion around that was still operating, but we couldn't do it in New York City, or New York State. I'm sorry, in New York State. With that being said, for the last 3 months, I have had someone else pushing the envelope a little bit. Is anybody familiar with New Order Wrestling?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. You are looking at the owner of New Order Wrestling.
Wow.
Ooh.
Wow.
And with that being said, New Order Wrestling and New York Championship Wrestling is going to be overseen by another company, more of an entity. It's called Northeastern Capital Wrestling Alliance, which I own also. That will also be overseeing both those companies. And you know what? It's funny that I'm talking to you guys right now because I need a commentary team. And you know what? Around the ropes, would you like to join me and becoming our new commentating team
Wow.
We'd be happy to.
for both. Hey, there he is. Okay, so I'm going to rewind what I just said because you just came in.
I've been in the background, but
No. He was in the background. He heard everything.
Okay. So with that being said, starting in the year 2023 for
the
both.
whole time.
Okay, just want to make sure. Going forward into 2023, we will have not just New Order Wrestling and New York Championship Wrestling, but at both shows, we will be having a live commentary team of our matches through Around the Ropes podcast.
Yes, sir.
At both of our shows, I don't care who shows up to do the commentary as long as you come and you do a fantastic job like you always have.
I'm just not even going to touch that.
I didn't think so. Okay. As for Bobby,
Ryan.
I also have a opportunity for her as well.
Who?
I'm
Oh.
looking at her. She's in the middle on the
You
bottom of the
said
screen.
Bobby.
Yeah, you said Bobby.
Billy.
You mean Billy?
Billy.
Billy Bob, whatever. You know.
Yeah, that's our little nickname we have behind the scenes. Sorry, Billy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. She's my shake and bake partner.
Chicken.
Okay. Let's
There
get
will be
back
no
on track.
shaking nor baking, sir.
I know. All right, Billy. I need someone that's going to also help out with my marketing.
Ugh.
I know you do this so well with every other promotion, and we've discussed this before in the past. And this is more of a surprise for you.
Yeah, on a live podcast.
Yeah, put you on the spot. Why don't I? Okay. Billy, will you help? Billy, will you help me with both now and with the management team and the legal team in coming up some creative ideas for our marketing strategy?
You know, I'm always around to help you, Jason. Come on.
I know
now.
you are. I had to verbally ask that towards you just to make sure we have it on record.
Oh, nice. Hey, there's no contract.
You know, there is one being written up as we speak, so anything's possible.
Yeah.
So, that is the biggest news of going into 2023 because a lot of people were kind of concerned with me being quiet about this, and I had to because honestly, people can do all the talking. The action is what stands out the most amongst anybody. So throughout this whole month, I've actually been talking around the rope staff and trying to negotiate this and making this into reality. And as of today, it is becoming more of a reality because Around the Ropes podcast will officially become the voice of New Order Wrestling and New York Championship Wrestling under Northeastern Capital Wrestling Alliance.
Wow.
So, yeah. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
You're very well. Is he crying?
I was just thinking the same thing,
I
John.
think he's laughing.
All right.
Oh, you're
Phoenix,
right.
if you're out there, we could really use you as a sponsor right now, especially for the man in the middle up top.
He's crying.
Sorry.
Q-tips, if you're listening, please.
Definitely Q-tips. Definitely Q-tips. Please.
I'm Googling that crap right now.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, should we also...
Jason, we actually have a comment coming in for you.
Oh, lovely. Bring it.
From our good friend John. Jason, I have
Okay, Rodriguez.
Rodriguez.
Okay. Thank you, Rodriguez, for putting that out there. I appreciate that. Unfortunately, I will keep you in mind. Should we also talk about something else we brought up in our private meetings?
Is it about the guy who's sitting right there?
Ryan or
Yeah.
Carl
Oh,
No,
or
Ryan.
Costa?
oh, me?
Yeah.
This is like a fucked up Brady Bunch. I'm just saying.
Seriously.
Oh wait a minute, no, Billy. I
No,
don't know. My
Oh, no, hold on. Hold on, Jason.
yeah.
I'm talking about the guy who's right there.
I'm dizzy now. Give me a minute.
Right, it's Ryan.
Ryan.
I need
Oh,
some.
man.
I need some-
How many
that's
people on
another
this
sponsor.
podcast have ADHD? Just say.
Gosh, that's my own business, not yours. Anyways, all right. So, people have been asking what ring are we going to be using or equipment or anything like that. I'm glad you all are sitting down for this. We, should I?
Go ahead.
Why not?
All right.
Let it all hang loose.
You guys all are familiar with Ring of Honor, correct?
Yep.
Please.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of, sort of.
Now, I don't have the rights to own the name of the company legally. What I do have the rights to is the production setup and the ring.
Oh,
Because I purchased the original Ring of Honor ring and the production set.
wow.
And at all shows, all talent that is hired by us will be working in that ring.
Nice.
That
I
is
have the pictures, I have the trusses, I have the lights, I have everything that has been sent over to around the ropes.
Yeah.
that is really cool.
We are also in talks with a very wonderful gentleman who I've actually had become good friends in the last 24 hours with. He's a good friend of mine. He will be coming on board. We do have a new commissioner. Also, he is aware that I'm on a podcast. He knows that I'm doing this. I'm gonna put the name out there just to kind of push the envelope to make this actually more closer than it should be. Mickey Biggs, I love you, bro. Mickey Biggs is going to be coming on board.
Wow.
Wow.
So if anybody's not familiar with who Mickey Biggs is, he is a retired MMA fighter, an original ECW person, talent worker, and has done a lot of appearances throughout the United States and the world, and he's very well known in the business. He is working with us. He's going to be coming on board.
Wow.
And what's cool about this is that the first person that will be coming on the show with around the ropes will be Mr. Biggs himself.
Wow.
Wow.
And then on top of that, we have Nigel Sherrard coming in for February 11th to do our announcing, and he will be your second guest.
Wow.
Now, Nigel, I'm not sure if anybody's familiar with this. He is the spokesperson for Fabulous Mula's estate after she passed away. He oversees that. He's a really good friend of mine. I worked with him when I worked down in Georgia. Trying to think of anything else everybody knows him as. He's also wrestled. He's worked with the Good Brothers. He's worked with Chris Jericho. He's worked with the Rhodes family. He's worked with everybody from ECW, everybody from WWE to Impact to NWA, all that. and just like Mr. Biggs. So, with that being said, we're not going anywhere. I know that someone had posted on Facebook that I need to go back down to Georgia and leave my home state. Well, no. I'm here to stay. I'm not going anywhere. And you know what? I may look like a joke. That's what you want to think. Fine. My ass is staying right here where I was born and raised, and you have to make sure that I disappear like Hoffa if you want me to go somewhere. And if you want to try, good luck. I ain't going anywhere. I'm here to stay. And if you have something to say it to my goddamn face. Merry Christmas!
Yeah, guys, that was the yeah.
For you. Sorry, I had to do it.
No, Jason, you're good. You're good, but yeah.
I feel like this is what Tony Khan felt like when CM Punk started ranting. I'm just kidding.
Oh, can I do a shout out?
Come right ahead. Floor's yours.
What'd you just say?
Go ahead.
Go ahead. The floor is yours.
All right. I want to do a major shout out to all those who are still supportive of us going forward, to all the families that are out there, especially to Rita Chatterton. She's been a fantastic.
Jason, hold
I
on.
saw the finger go up.
I got an idea.
An amazing woman.
1 second. I got an idea.
Yeah.
Full screen.
Okay.
Your thing.
Oh, okay. Continue on. Okay. Just want to make sure. Sorry. This is unscripted. All right. So, with that being said, I just want to do a shout out and to Rita Chatterton. Thank you so much for all your help going forward. I also want to give a huge shout out to the International Wrestling Hall of Fame out over at the MVP Arena. You guys have been fantastic. I appreciate all your support going forward. More importantly, all the talent that has reached out to me, you guys are family. Okay, just like everybody that's on this podcast today are considered family, and all those that are in this wrestling business that are pushing the envelope to do whatever they can to survive right now with everything going on. I want to say thank you. And most of all, thank you for encouraging everyone to be the best that they can be going forward. It's not about the money. It's not about making a name for yourself. It's about paying it forward and giving back to the communities that have always been there to support us from day one. That's what wrestling is about, and that's what it should be about. And then anybody else who's against that, shame on you for doing that. We need to be better. We need to really go forward and make this business better than what it was now, but make it better than it was before. So with that being said, I wish everyone the best and most enjoyable Christmas and a fantastic New Year soon to come. Let's make 2023 our own. And let's own it. Merry Christmas, everybody.
All right.
John is speechless. Sorry, guys. John.
And happy Hanukkah, since it's actually Hanukkah.
Oh, yeah, that's great. Happy Hanukkah, everybody. My bad. Thanks, Billy.
Yeah.
I got you, John. I got you.
Oh, John. Happy Hanukkah.
I got the.
He got all quiet all of a sudden.
No. I got the very typical it's very typical Hanukkah gifts. Clothing.
Nice.
Okay.
I look at it this way. It's stuff I needed, but no, but just and first of all, Billy, that whole thing about us working with NYCW has actually been in the works for the last month or so.
Wow.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
I think since I think it was the 26th, we started beginning talking about this. Billy, you were there for that.
Actually,
I love it. Yeah.
no longer. This actually started going back towards the Hall of Fame.
Oh yeah, July.
No.
Correct. At the end of
Yeah,
the
August
whole
was
weekend is when we actually started the ball rolling.
Right. We started talking briefly, I think, on this
Yes.
right after this July
But John,
2nd.
while we have after show,
Christmas present for
Can
Carl.
someone translate Carl?
What's good?
I do have a comment. I want to show everybody.
Okay.
I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
he has a-
I'm playing. I'm doing that on
He said he has a comment that he wants to show. He wants to show everybody.
Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go, Oompa Loompa. Oh,
Ah.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Oh my God!
I'll read it since apparently Carl's internet is still acting up like this is 1993.
Yeah. Go ahead.
It's from David Reynolds, a good friend of ours. He listens to us over in the UK. He goes, "Wow, ATR had a great year. I started my wrestling group, WFW, on Facebook just over a year ago. I feel like both ATR and my group have both been on a journey together. Every podcast gets shared to my group, both myself and him, Carl, are members, and I personally feel like the ATR podcasts have helped make my group relevant and boosted its popularity. So thanks, guys. All the best for Christmas and the New Year."
Merry Christmas, David John Reynolds.
Thank you, David.
David, thank you so much. David, you don't know how much you're.
Thank you so much, Dave.
Like Mr. Man does.
No gimmick infringement.
Oh, damn it.
But yeah,
It's not even trademarked.
not a bad way to close out the year, huh?
Oops.
This is incredible, man. Oh, wow.
Such a big year.
Yeah. It's going to be a big year for a lot of people.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, I am happy that I got to meet you guys. And, I'm a fan for life.
Yes, you are, Billy. You always have and you always will be.
Costa, let me ask you this,
Yes, sir.
Costa, because you were on board with this when this show first started.
Yep.
Could you imagine when this show first started over a year ago that this is where the show would be headed?
To be honest, I'll just put it this way: all of us were in limbo, like for a little bit, right? In the middle of 2022, we were all in limbo. So to come out of it on the other end with so much light at the end of the tunnel is freaking amazing, man. I'm so happy to be part of this podcast and part of this network. And let's make 2023 the best year we've all ever had.
Yes.
It couldn't have said it better, but anybody else have any other reaction to this?
How can I follow that, man?
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously.
There's really nothing else we can. There's really nothing else that we can. What
Look
I
at us,
feel,
we're all like speechless as to what's going to happen next.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
well, like I said, Carl, for New Year's, I'm getting you better internet. I'm just going to say that.
We can start a GoFundMe, like now.
Let me guess,
We
Spectrum.
got this.
Carl,
Now
I
that
have, to,
sucks. It's got to be a location issue, right?
I
Yeah.
have to get you off the dial-up internet, okay?
Yes.
This isn't 1995.
Yeah, boss, you gotta like call the.
Are we gonna have to get a sponsor for that too?
Sponsored by Files.
Sponsored by Fios. Ooh, that's a deal. That's a good deal.
Carl, no,
Carl sponsored by Files. John sponsored. Carl sponsored by Files. Okay, we'll get something else besides Files. John sponsored by Q-tips.
and what about everybody
Because he
else?
Yeah, and what about
I'm a little
everybody else?
terrified to hear about that. What else do you think?
Of what?
No.
Sponsors.
I think we should. What we should do is let all the trolls do the marketing for us going forward. That's free advertising, baby. Yeah.
I look at it this way: the trolls are going to be there. 2022 is over there.
They are like crying babies that need to be changing their damn diapers.
And Ryan, I'm not quite
Listen.
saying you say you're 2022.
I'm gonna take over.
No, I know.
Look at corporate takeover, Billy.
You don't want to know corporate Billy. Trust me.
No, I don't.
Anyway,
Oh, boy.
yeah, trolls suck. It sucks to be petty, and it sucks. But I'm sure everybody's coming from the same place, and I think, and I don't know. I'm just a fan. Like I'm not in this business. I've never wanted like, oh yeah, I wanted to be, duh. Or you, everybody that's a fan does. Anyway, but what I'm trying to say is,
Billy,
everybody just wants wrestling to be fun.
correct.
And I just hope that, I mean, my job is I work with kindergartners, and I feel like with wrestling fans, it's kind of similar. So I just need I would like everyone to just have a little more kindness. Because I love going to a ton of wrestling like promotions around here. I love AEW. I love WWE. I love Impact. I love Ring of Honor. Like, I just wish it wasn't so combative, which is funny because, you know, it's a contact sport, but whatever.
I'm glad you said that, because honestly, there is something that I do want to say to a few people, and I'm going to bring their names up. I don't care about infringement or crap or anything. You're right. To Mike King of Impact Wrestling, to Fox Veneer, to
Mike King of Immortal.
Yeah, and to HVO, and to anybody else I may not have mentioned, just know I have no bad feelings for you guys. And if for some reason we got off on the wrong foot, I'm sorry. And you know what? I may have been wrong in how I may have acted, because at the time I didn't really know what I was getting myself into until now. And I just want to show some respect in some way or another and apologize to you guys personally, somehow or another. Fox, you know, we talked before personally one-on-one down in Bennington, and we are good. Mike King, I sent you a message. I have nothing against you. I respect every other promotion in this company.
It makes me happy. That's my boy.
I know you. I know it is. I have no problem with anyone. It seems like a lot of people seem to have a problem with me, and I don't know why. And you know what? We're all after the same thing, wrestling. Let's make it all about wrestling and stop this whole crap of kindergarten bullshit.
There's nothing wrong with kindergarten.
I didn't say that, but you know what I mean, Billy.
Well, I think if you
act
guys
like
ever
adults.
need another show on the network, I think, you know, I could probably pull something out of my ass about like a therapy session for wrestling, because that's kind of what this is feeling like.
Dr. Phil's looking for something to do.
Indie therapy.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey,
What's the
man,
new for
it's all
indie-
love.
Ooh! Ooh! I just got a new brand idea.
Oh,
Oh no.
Oh God.
chill.
March 18th,
Chill.
wrestling therapy. Or something like, I don't know. I'll figure something out. But no,
We use 7 different steps to make sure there ain't no tension in the locker room. Step number 1, shut the fuck up. Step number 2, really shut the fuck up.
I am offended by that accent.
well,
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Billy.
Hey now.
I can always bring the Ohio out of her.
Oh God.
Anyway,
Ohio's been a very popular state as of late.
I just want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. No matter what our differences are, let's put that aside and let's have a wonderful Christmas, shall we?
Yes.
I totally agree on that. I'll
Yes.
be doing what most Jewish people do on Saturday: Chinese food.
My family participates in that because I don't like to cook.
Hey.
Hey, so
I'm getting catered.
Saturday, Sunday, that's the same thing.
It's
Yeah,
Sunday, not Saturday.
It's Sunday.
It's Sunday. It's a spiritual holiday.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
Sunday. Yeah.
Okay, as the lone Jew here, I apologize if I offended everybody who's Catholic.
I'm
not Catholic.
I'm not Catholic.
I'm good.
I'm good.
I'm good.
I'm good.
But anybody who's watching, I'm sorry. I'm
What did I do?
I'm a Catholic, but I don't practice.
I'm just going to say this one thing. Hold on. I forgot what day it was because I have heard Christmas music being played since July.
It's July.
Okay? If I hear one more time Mariah Carey going, "All I Want for Christmas," I'm gonna pull my hair out.
Hey,
I don't want a lot for Christmas. There is a
I'll bring on the air guitar, baby. Yeah.
I was gonna say,
Oh.
can't we play the one Hanukkah song that is around the Adam Sandler song, please? That's all I'm asking.
Did you guys hear the thing that he had his daughters write for him for like the Gotham City Award or something like that?
No, I didn't hear that.
Oh, you gotta look it up. It's fantastic. Pix 106 picked it up here up in Albany. It's fantastic.
Jesus Christ.
Hanukkah gift number
Am I gonna
3.
get y'all in trouble?
No.
Hanukkah gift number 3. Get John 24-hour coverage of All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey. Got it. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
No, because I'm just gonna say this, then we'll move on to the last segment of the year. To me, Christmas starts after July 4th. Thanksgiving is the halftime show, and it wraps up around New Year's.
don't you dare turn holidays into sports balls.
Oh, damn. Oh,
Get halftime show and holidays. You can say intermission like a wrestling fan.
Okay.
You're not a wrestling fan, Billy. You're family. Shut up.
I'll put it this way. How about better? Better, okay? Christmas starts around the Royal Rumble. Whatever show they do is halftime, and WrestleMania is the end of it.
That's how I go by count. That's how my calendar year works. So
in this case,
screwing that up now, but
so in this case, the halftime is Elimination Chamber because just like Thanksgiving, everyone tries to escape the house from being full.
No, better. Revolution.
Revolution.
The AEW pay-per-view.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Oh, shit. Oh, God.
I thought you said evolution.
I did.
I was thinking-
I thought so too.
Well, I just have one question before we wrap up the show. Did Carl Bulls
Oh, you mean evolution?
I have the chair on the other side of my room.
Oh, okay. Because wait, Carl, you just sit there for a second. I thought you fell asleep.
No, he just doesn't want to talk because anyway.
Yeah, I know his internet. I know.
He's got 3 minutes left. He's got 3 minutes left of the free time.
And he's
All
still
right.
looking. He
It's
has
after
that
9
look on his
o'clock.
face. Shut up, Jason. Don't say nothing else.
Ryan, let me throw this to you now.
But
First of all, with the news, what are your thoughts on the news? And if you want to do like a quick final thoughts thing on 2022, go right ahead, floor yours.
so 2022 for me has actually been a very, very productive year on my end. Next week I would be announcing my 52nd show of 2022, which is the most I've ever done in my career, which is insane.
One per week.
Congrats, man.
On average, yeah, on average.
It's awesome.
And I got a shitload. Lined up in 2023. I almost said 22 again, like we just passed it. 20. I got a bunch of stuff lined up with Wrestle Pro, Creator Pro. I'm actually kicking off 2023. One of the reasons why I won't be at Hamburg with John and Mr. DSL over there, is because I'm actually back on the microphone in an MMA cage at Mohegan Sun. So I'm very excited to be back there after 6 months.
Who's the
Very
gentleman
cool.
that does the announcing?
Ryan.
Right.
Raise
Me.
your hand. Raise your hand. We're gonna talk.
Okay.
I need an announcer going forward. You want to do it?
I mean, if my schedule is if my schedule aligns, will work. Okay. Then fuck it. Why not? I've always wanted to go back up to the upstate area.
Boom! More news, baby. Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
Okay, Billy, what about you? Thoughts on the news and what is 2022 meant for you?
Dude, I don't know. I'm a mom first. This is all secondary, so it's all bonus. It's been an awesome year for wrestling. I'm happy as hell to see Vince McMahon gone. He better not come back. Just gonna say it. Sorry.
Yeah,
I feel like
He's
this
not
year
coming
things have progressed more with like being more understanding and accepting of each other, and it just makes my heart happy that we can have every type of person loving wrestling. That it doesn't have this type or this mean guy or this, it makes me happy. So I'm just glad to be a part of it.
So is it my turn to do 2022? Because I got something I need to say, but I'll let you guys do whatever you guys do.
No, Jason, we can go to you now.
No, you can go. You can go ahead.
Go right ahead.
All right. 2002 has been a fantastic year for me. A lot of people don't understand something. I'm actually going to be real for a second. When I was born with Asperger's and a learning disability. And in all of my years of growing up, I've learned how to adapt to that and learn from it. And it's taken a lot of hard learning and learning how to adapt that into life and reality. I'm not perfect. I make a lot of mistakes. So I just am blessed to have so many people around me that have been encouraging. And I don't see any limits to me. If you have a disability of any kind, do the best you can and take it with authority, and don't be limited. Don't think you're limited to anything. You can do anything you set your mind to. With that being said, 2022 has been one hell of an adventure for me, and I'm blessed for my wife. I'm blessed for Zach being in our lives. Yeah, I know Billy's good friends of mine. Yeah, I'll say hi to them. Zach actually is not my real son and is not my brother at all. We adopted him, and I am truly blessed to have him be a part of our lives. And more importantly, to everybody, for all your support. 2022 has been an adventure. Yeah, it could be chaotic at times, but I'm looking forward to 2023 as being even better. For not just for me, but for everybody. So that's 2022 has been an interesting year for me, and I'm looking forward to what 2023 has to offer. So I'm truly blessed. And especially for all of you, especially Billy coming into my life and kicking me in the butt when I need it. And to my buddies up on top who we're working with. So thank you.
Let me throw it now over to Mr. DSL and Mr. AOL. Carl, the floor is yours.
John, it's amazing news that we just broke, but going forward, it's like the old saying, only we can stop ourselves, and we ain't stopping.
No way in hell.
That's probably the best way to put it. For me, and this is something that actually I've been thinking about all day and leading up to the show tonight. I never, and I said this when we did our 1 year anniversary show, I didn't think this show was going to become anything. And I'm not saying that we're busted open. We're not busted open.
Wait, what? Shit. No, I'm just kidding.
But when we, and people know this already, but we were a part of another network at one point. And we kind of got faced with the reality that, you know, there was a lot of backstabbing. At another point, I'll go more into detail on what happened. And I looked at Carl, I looked at Ryan, I looked at Costa, and I'm like, you know what, guys, maybe we should do this on our own. We know what we have to be, what has to be done. Let's do this. Let's go the Cody Rhodes route. Let's bet on ourselves and prove people wrong.
Yeah.
And the opportunities that we've gotten in 2022, being up in Albany for the Hall of Fame, being in Tom's River for Contest of Champions, being at any of the shows that we're at in Ridgefield Park, going to Creative Pro to finally see Ryan in action there. Not even that, just the people who become a part of the show. People, Billy, like you, like Jason, other people as well. It's a long list of people. As the guy who pretty much, many people don't know this, this was going to be my last go around in podcasting. If I didn't see this become something, I was going to pull the plug on the show months ago. And I'm continuously proud of where the show has become. And 2022 has been a roller coaster of a year, to put it nicely. And that's probably the nicest way I can put it.
Yeah.
But it's also shown me one thing. It's shown me that if you quit and you sit in the corner, life is going to go right past you. You have to take life by the throat and show it who's boss.
Make it your own.
Yeah.
Big show that motherfucker.
Exactly. And you have to take opportunities when they come. Are they all going to be good opportunities? No, not at all. Some of them are going to blow up right in your face. But the ones that don't blow up are the ones that can become things that you never thought would ever happen. And that's what I look at it with 2022. As far as going into 2023, Carl, you said it before. The only people that are stopping us are myself, hold on, you, and down there. That's it. And Jason, I want to thank you, first of all, for hopping on tonight.
You're very welcome. Thank you.
I also want to thank you for the opportunity of us working with you guys. It's something I didn't think was ever going to happen. And it's shown that if you put your mind to it, anything is possible. So for everybody here, for Jason, for Billy, for Costa, for Ryan, for Carl, hold on, I screwed that up here. Usually I have 6 people on the screen at once, so hold on. So for Carl, for Jason, for Billy, for Costa, and for him, Ryan. Guys, I want to thank everybody who's watched us this year. This isn't a goodbye. We're just taking a week off because
we need it.
We need a break.
Exactly.
It's the beginning of a fantastic business and friendship relationship going into 2023.
Yeah. And not only that, not only does this show have a lot of things coming its way, but I have a lot of stuff coming my way as well come 2023.
Hey, Billy.
Yeah.
There you go. I had to do it.
It's
Sorry,
like it's the only pose I make in pictures with him. I don't know why. Every time that's what happens.
You know what? Can I just say there is one person that I did not mention that made this all possible, honestly. Can I say their name?
Yeah, go ahead.
Right.
Yeah.
KJ, I know you're listening. I know you're watching. Everybody knows who you are. They all think you're Dale Hart Jr. or whatever the heck it is of NASCAR, but I know you're not. You have been my right-hand man from the very beginning. And with your positive support and advice, you are responsible for making this happen. Just know that. And thank you.
Yeah, I totally am in agreement on that. KJ, it'd be great to see you again in a couple of weeks, buddy. But for everybody here, I'm John. This has been another installment of the Around the World podcast. We will not be on next week, guys, so just remember that. We will see you guys again in 2023. But for everybody here, have a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. If you're Jewish, have a Happy Saturday or Sunday.
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Peace out, guys.